there has been a massive, tremendous, colossal, insane, huge crackdown on botting on Twitch. This has been something Twitch has said they were going to do for a while. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, here it is right here. And so this is a few posts right here about it. Oh, I think it's undeniable that my account was getting botted. I mean, how is it not obvious? Everybody was constantly mauling about me having a high view count. I didn't give a fuck. Now it's not as high. I still don't give a fuck. I mean, definitely it's demoralizing, sure. Actually, no, wait a second. Let me take a step back. I do care. I do care. It's disappointing and it's demoralizing. Do you think agencies are viewbotting their clients without the client's knowledge so they can sell higher numbers? So people are accusing me of this. I'm going to talk about how Twitch is benefiting from viewbotting, okay? So the first thing is that Twitch, now if you are Dan Clancy, okay? Let's say you're Dan Clancy and you have your presentation to the board. You know, it's me, Dan Clancy, and today I'd like to show you how well Twitch is doing. Okay. So, if you take this and you look at it, you would see that the line is actually, in fact, red. Now, is that a good line? No. Very, very bad. Nobody likes red lines. They're bad. And so anyway, yes, bad line. And so, yes, there you go. Will Twitch keep this policy whenever it shows that their viewership is now at an all-time low? What happens if you make the line green? Well, then you get a promotion, you make money. And so that's basically the way that it works.
I've been thinking about suggesting viewbotting to a lot of people because they don't do anything about it. There's countless streamers on this platform. Some of the top 10 streamers on this platform just viewbot. Just do it. Fuck it.
And I know that like nobody that people might not like that I'm pulling up their names, okay? But I'm getting pulled up all the time. Everybody uses me as an example. And do you know why? It's because I'm a great example. If you can't deal with it, it's just a number. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. And so anyway, it's fraud. It's only fraud if you're the one doing it and you're doing it on purpose. For me personally, I didn't know whether I was being viewbotted or how much of my viewership was authentic or not. I've been thinking about why would orgs bot heavily? Then the answer seemed most obvious. Talent agencies receive a percentage from ad streams their talent does. By inflating their streamers, they can sell massive ad packages in bulk and take out much higher sums. To put simply, fraud. XQC, now, I mean, obviously, I've never been part of that. I never want to have that. If something was happening like this, I would not want to be part of it at all. I would never do this, right? But his logic tracks. And I think any agency that feels like it's been misrepresented, any company that feels like it's been misrepresented should absolutely look into this. Night Media? What doesn't make sense? That doesn't even make sense. Hassan's Night Media too. And, well, I don't think that, the thing is, like, Hassan hasn't really been that negatively affected, right, compared to other people. Like, for example, like, Hassan has had a decline, but I've had a larger decline. And so, like, it's very obvious it's not that simple.
But people are noticing that some of the biggest channels being hit were affiliated with orgs. So, like XQC mentions,
yes,
like, some org-affiliated channels were, in a lot of cases, the recipients of some artificially boosted numbers, as evident by a huge drop in viewer numbers.
Oh, Charlie, you're such a pussy. Just say the names. Just say who it is. Just say it. Just say the number went down. That doesn't mean that they did it. Just say the number. Like, why is he... Just do it.
Over the last couple days out of nowhere. Namely, OTK seems
what
to be
the fuck? Why would he say me? I hate this guy. Oh my god. What a fucking asshole, bro. Like, you gonna call me out like that on the video? What a dick.
big one. People are seeing a huge drop across the board for most of the channels that have gone live over the last couple days.
This is
that
bullshit,
are with the group.
man.
Another channel people have been paying very close attention to is Asmongold. He's one of the biggest, and he went live the last couple days since the bot fisting has come out from Twitch, and they noticed that his average.
And I have indeed been fisted with no lube.
Viewers for both streams had been about 20,000 less than normal.
Can you believe that Charlie would call me out like this? This is fucked up, man.
1,000 people were banished to the Shadow Realm here. And Asmongold even commented on it, believing that his account was probably botted. He believes with 95% certainty.
Oh, so he's using the source of me being botted as me? Oh, well. Yeah, I did say that. Emmy hasn't streamed, so there's no frame of reference that I can use for that. I wonder why. Emmy is a good girl. She would never do anything wrong. She would never cheat. She would never do anything bad. I'm gonna leak something right now. Like, we have a group chat. Chance is complaining in the group chat. He's complaining because he's worried that people are gonna think he's a viewbotted. He's like, why did I have to go on break and now this shit happens? I just checked. The guy takes a vacation with his girlfriend and now everybody's coming up with conspiracy theories about him. To $5,000 a day from kick streams. That's about it. I pull it up and show you guys. Yeah, there it is. Devin said 70-80% of kick is viewbotted. I have no idea. I genuinely do not know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not.
Old management that people don't even know about, who are like, yo, Ron, if you go to Kick right now, we will bot your numbers on Twitch so you can get a stake deal, so that when you go to Kick, we'll also bot your numbers and we get a percent. That's what I was told. I'm exposing it right now.
It's crazy they would say that. That's like literal fraud. It's like straight up fraud. Like if that went to court, it would be fraud. Any court would immediately come to the conclusion that that's fraud. Like it's absolutely fraud. Why would he say that? Why would they say that to him?
That's what I got told, by the way. I got told. I was supposed to take an offer. I'm not going to say when. I'm not going to say how much. But it said that this was like right when Kick kind of started. Not really. They were like, we're going to bot your numbers so that you have a little bit more viewership. It was around this era. Right?
It was an XQC move. No, it's
You're not going to find my management because it was someone who worked with me early on and then came back to me and was like, yo, I'll do this for you if I get a percent.
Yeah, what a roach. What a lying roach. Not Ronaldo, but the person who was doing that. Just disingenuous roach, fraudulent, malicious behavior that nobody should support at all. It's disgusting.
Wait a minute!
It's just a number. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal.
The Twitch viewbot saga continues. This is part 2 of the drama about viewbotting on Twitch. This is already a quite long video. The reason why is there is too much evidence to show, and I need to show this evidence because if I don't, I am going to be called a liar. And even when I already showed the evidence, many times I am called a liar already. I made a video about this in the past. A month ago, more or less, I made a video about this subject in which I exposed Asmongold and Night Media, his talent agency. And even then, people already called me a liar, even though I showed the evidence, even though I showed clips of Asmongold admitting himself about viewbotting and showed many examples of him being viewbotted. I am going to try to make this as short as I can, but there is too much to unpack, as I already said. One of the most exposed about this viewbotting is Asmongold, like I said, and like I exposed him in the past. Today, in his stream, he admitted multiple times of viewbotting. You know who are the ones that don't admit that he viewbots? It's his fucking fanatics. His mentally ill, deranged fanatics don't want to admit that their based streamer, quote-unquote based streamer, is viewbotting, even though he is a person that constantly on his stream is encouraging his audience to lie, to cheat, to deceive. Who benefits from this viewbotting? It's pretty obvious that there are many people that are making bank with this deceit. One of them is obviously the streamer, the fucking talent. That is one of the main beneficiaries of this scam. Secondly, the talent agencies. They are the second beneficiaries of this scam. And finally, Twitch. Because let's be honest, Twitch benefits from having high number of views. Why? Because that's how they can sell themselves as a platform with a ton of viewers for these agencies to get promotions, to get sponsors, to get all of that money from companies. Multiple times, Asmongold has said, it doesn't matter, who cares? But then he retracts and says that is fraud, that is disgusting, etc. Do you honestly believe that fraud doesn't matter? Because if you don't want to care about the companies, care about the viewers. They are being deceived. So saying it doesn't matter is complete dishonesty. They aren't getting what they are supposed or they are being told they are getting. People are sheep, they are NPCs, and they are thinking that they are watching a guy with 50k viewers, and as the NPCs and as the sheep they are gravitating towards the stream with more viewers, and it turns out that those views are fake. So they are also being deceived. Everybody's being fucking deceived, and it doesn't matter. Now he says it doesn't make sense that Night Media is doing it because Hassan is part of Night Media too, and he isn't affected as much as he is affected. It could be for many reasons. It could be that Hassan himself has told the company that he doesn't want to be viewbotted. Maybe unironically Hassan has more integrity than Asmongold, and this is why he told his agency that he doesn't want to be viewbotted. Or maybe he is being more discreet. Who knows? There are many possibilities why he isn't as affected as Asmongold. But I do think that this Night Media agency is in on this viewbotting. Now many people are going to say Twitch is at fault, Kick is much better. No, Kick is not much better, it's the fucking same. In fact, Kick has more incentives to viewbot because that way they can appear as a real alternative to Twitch. They need to if they want these streamers to move there. It's very curious the behavior of Asmongold and how he flip-flops around it's not an issue, it doesn't matter, and then all of a sudden it's malicious behavior, it's evil, it's fraudulent. What version are we supposed to believe? Now conveniently, many streamers have taken a vacation. It seems like they were being told in advance that this was going to happen and they decided to take a break. Why would they do that? It's very easy. When they take a break, naturally they will lose viewers depending on the amount of time they spent on a break. They hope that people believe or that people think that the reason that the viewer count is low is because they are coming from a break and people are catching up to them. They didn't know they were coming out from a break, so they are hoping to gaslight their audience to say, oh, it's because I was on a break and my views are low because people didn't know I came back. Something like that. It's very convenient for them to do that. Now, Asmongold Asmongold also uses a red herring fallacy when he says, I didn't do it, so it's not my problem. I didn't do anything bad. I didn't do it myself, so hence I'm not guilty. It doesn't matter who did it. The fact of the matter is that your stream was viewbotted, you knew about it, and you said nothing. You benefit from this viewbotting, so you're as guilty as the person that did it, as the agency, the corporation, or whomever the fuck did it. They are all guilty. He is trying to whistle out from this problem. Well, too bad. It doesn't work on me. Now, coming from a guy, like I said, that he is constantly saying to his audience, always cheat, always lie, always scam, always deceive. Listen to this.
I was going to go to law school after I finished business school. I was. That was my plan. So I could scam people legally. That was my master plan. Always lie. Always lie. Always lie. Always cheat. Always take advantage of whatever you can. Be a roach. Roaches survive. My dad always had a rule with me. And this is my parents always had a rule with me. They say, you want to sell drugs? Go sell drugs. You want to commit crime? Commit crime. You want to break into people's cars and steal their shit? Do it. You want to do vandalize stuff? Do whatever you want. But you can do anything that you want. But you will never let us hear about it. My only rule was never to get caught as a kid. That was it. And I never did. Never got caught.
まさか私のことまで。いや、いくらなんでもそれはあるまい。何の証拠もないのだから。
Now, if you don't remember, Asmongold had 400k viewers when Lost Ark launched, and Lost Ark is a game published by Amazon Games. They basically own the rights, they own Twitch, Amazon owns Twitch, so you can put 2 and 2 together with that. Basically, Amazon and Twitch viewbotted Asmongold that day to get 400k viewers, which is fucking stupid.
Volgu Collective with the 100 gifted community subs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 400k? We get 400k viewers? That's crazy. That's a lot. That's like 100k more than we had earlier. Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of people. Yo, what up, boys? How y'all doing?
Anyone that believes that the guy had organically 400k viewers that day is a complete mental invalid, a fucking NPC. Now, you should also remember that Asmongold was part of many charity scams, and I made a video about that. I exposed that previously. You should watch that video if you're interested in that topic. So this is not the first time that this guy is part of a scam. So now, let's talk about chat bots. Apparently, you can pay people to be active on your chat on stream, so they write shit, so they pretend to be a viewer. Well, there is a new version of that. There is a new level, and that level is chat bots. And these chat bots mimic what other people are saying in the chat already. And Tecton is exposing this on this clip that I'm going to show you.
This leads me to tell you guys about chatbots. Now, chatbots I've told you guys about many times before. And what chatbots are, they are AI chatters. And they detect what your chat is already saying, and then they mimic what they're saying. So a lot of W streamers are praised for having such fast chats. A lot of Poggers community streamers are praised for having such fast chats where everybody agrees, everybody types easy, and all of these emotes are running rampant, especially in gacha streamers chats as well, where you'll see so many glorps, so many based, so many pogs, so many ayayas. It looks like mental illness personified. And I want to let you know, this is essentially how viewbotting works. Viewbots work by paying somewhere in the ballpark of 80 cents to $1.20, or sorry, yeah, $1.20 a month. You can have one viewer for a whole month, right? A chatbot works for 5 cents. For 5 cents a month, you will get an AI bot in your chat that will see what the chat is typing, and they will mimic exactly what they're typing. So here's what you're really not going to like. The chats that are more so everybody's saying the same thing, those are the ones that are usually the most fraudulent. So chat speed is not indicative of how many viewers you actually have. Other streamers like Morgpie.
Now, as you can see, he says something very interesting. He said, it looks like mental illness personified. Why does it look like that? The reason why is because the viewers, the real viewers that are already typing on the chat, already have a mental illness. And you have to be. If you are one of those people that actually are constantly typing in the chat of these streamers, and you don't even have the stream on the background or some shit, if you're actually engaging with the streamer and you're typing constantly and you actually believe that this streamer read your inputs, and if you go higher on that and if you actually believe you have a relationship with this streamer, you have a mental illness. Remember, the bots only mimic what the people are already saying. So if they are already behaving more like a mentally ill person, the bot is going to do exactly the same. I'm going to be really honest. When I watch all of these streamers and see the chat, I feel completely disgusted. I hate all of those people, if they are even real. If you do that, I fucking hate you. You are nothing, dude. You are like an insect. I can't even believe that people actually do that. It's worse than cringe. It's completely disgusting, and goes to show how low society has fallen. People don't want to believe that their streamers are cheating, that their streamers are lying to them, that they are being manipulated, because there is a pandemic of narcissism and fanaticism. People are actually insecure about their fucking streamers, the streamers that they watch, and they can't and won't accept that their streamers have a lower viewer count than what they thought. It's fucking pathetic. It's really fucking pathetic. If you believe that, like I said, you have a mental illness. And this is why in my channel and most of my content, it's about exposing fanaticism, because it's a fucking plague. We need to get rid of fanaticism, and in my opinion, fanaticism must be considered now a mental illness. So there you go. Your streamers are lying to you, and this problem is not going to stop with Twitch. Probably YouTube is also being viewbotted. Probably YouTube has a similar problem. Probably all of these stupid social media platforms are being plagued by viewbots and artificial counts, artificial numbers. You're all being manipulated and you don't even know it because you're in PCs. You honestly believe these people stop trying to manipulate, to control you, to control the population? When the people moved from TV, from radio to the internet, they just said, oh, they moved over, we just lost, let's just let them go, and we just lost. We're just going to take the L and we're just going to stop trying to manipulate these people. No, they haven't stopped trying to manipulate you. They just moved over with you. You honestly believe that watching streams, watching YouTube, watching anything on the internet is not mainstream? Internet is mainstream now, motherfucker. This is why they want to control the internet even more. This is why they're going to implement Internet ID. The internet is mainstream. You are the normie, motherfucker. You are not different. You are not better. You are the same as the old people when they were listening to the radio, when they were watching TV. You're the same. You're just on the fucking internet. You are a fucking normie. You think you're superior because you watch shit on the internet? You are not. It's the internet is mainstream now. These streamers, these influencers, these YouTubers, all of them are paid. Most of them are planted to manipulate you. Nothing is fucking real anymore. But I don't know why I even waste my time doing these stupid videos. If you are going to reject what I am saying, if you are going to keep watching these stupid streamers, if you are going to keep using these stupid social media platforms, it's just a waste of time, honestly, trying to wake up the stupid NPCs. So anyway, enjoy being manipulated, enjoy being scammed, and enjoy being an NPC.
No, I think that my channel was being viewbotted for sure. Absolutely it was. It's not even a question. Any logical person could come to that conclusion. They think some viewers feel insecure that their streamer isn't as popular as they thought. yeah, I mean, oh, but no, my streamer would never do that. He's so no.